All right, hello everyone, welcome. I see some folks coming in to show their videos, awesome. Let's get started just walking around our spaces, wherever we are. I got a little ghost up here today that keeps opening the door. See what happens with that. And just take a moment to check in with your body, notice how you're feeling, notice any sensations that are present, maybe some tightness or pain, maybe feelings of strength or looseness. Whatever they are, just take note of how the weekend left you. Good to see you, Louise. It's been a long time. Awesome. Welcome, Yoko. All right, and then pick up the pace, walk a little faster, and just lift your gaze up a little bit. Start to notice the environment you're in. Just taking stock of what you're working with today. See if you can find something about the space that you're in that you can appreciate or find some gratitude for. Just orienting yourself. Maybe take a look over your shoulders as you're walking. Make sure you're looking in all directions, letting your nervous system know that you're safe, that this is a good, healthy space for you to move your body as you see fit. And then pick up the pace a little more. Find an easy jog. Get that blood flowing a little bit. Keep that going. We're just going to check in with who else is here. We got Stefan in his awesome outdoor space. We got Nathan coming in. Good to see you again, Nathan. We got Christy, Kate, Luis, Wendy. Great to have you all. All right. Slowly make your way back to your mat or back to center. And we're just going to start with some easy torso twists here, letting your arms fall against your hips. Just waking up that low back area, starting to notice and feel the core, and letting your hands give you a little massage in your hips, falling heavy with each twist. And then start to increase that twist and come into the legs a little bit, coming up to the back toe, adding a little bit of a squat in the center. Beautiful. Now slowly make it smaller and smaller. So it's just the arms. And then find stillness again. Good. Set up your movement stance here. Feet are connected to the floor. Maybe sort of corkscrewing in so you start to feel that connection in your glutes and your core. Knees are soft. Pelvis is tucked under just a tiny bit to emphasize that core engagement. Chest is open, shoulders are pulled slightly together, slightly down the back into that packed position. Beautiful. From here, we're going to isolate, rocking forward and back on the heels to the toes to wake up the feet and the ankle joints. Nice. Notice all those little muscles and bones in your feet articulating. Notice how that feels. Good, and then step your feet together. We're gonna put the hands just in between the knees and inhale, circle around to the back, exhale, bend to the front. Inhale, circle, exhale, finish it up. Good, and change directions. Make sure you're keeping your back straight here so you're not collapsing down. The bend is coming in your knees. Last time. Beautiful. Hands on the hips, feet hip width apart, circle. Change directions at the top of your circle. Nice. Last time. Good. Relax those hips, keep them still. You can keep your hands there to help you, and you're going to slide side to side with the rib cage on top of the hips, keeping those hips stable. Now see if you can add a little more shoulder into it. Lifting one at a time. Good, and then take your elbow up high as you lean. Good, now extend your arm fully in a big circle as you lean. Letting the knees come into it a little bit more, making it more of a full body movement. Beautiful. And relax. Let's take the head up and down, saying yes. Being nice and gentle here as you wake up the neck. Beautiful. And then shake out those wrists side to side. Good. And then up and down, letting them kind of flap. Beautiful. All right, next up, we're going to go into a dynamic thread the needle stretch. So coming down onto hands and knees. Door does not want to stay closed. All right. So you're going to open up and twist to the right, and then thread that hand through, coming all the way down to the shoulder, or as close as you can, and then go back up into the twist. So just going between those two positions, waking up that space between the shoulder blades, waking up a little more in the torso and the chest as you open. Go at your own pace, as you should with everything in my class. Take it at a speed that feels good for you. And switch sides. See if you can start to feel a little engagement in the core here. Good. And last time. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go into something I call the spider person complex. This one's a little bit complicated, but you'll get it. So we're just going to work one side of the body at a time. So we'll start in a plank, or you can do this from hands and knees. Step the left foot forward to the outside of your hand. Then the left arm is going to come down, the elbow touches the ground or as close as you can get. And then the left arm opens up into a twist. Release it down and step back. So let's try the other side here. Step the right foot forward. Right elbow comes down. Right hand lifts up into the twist and bring it down. Here we go. Other side. Step forward. Elbow comes down on that same side. Open up into the twist. You're doing this on your knees. It'll look like this. Step forward, elbow down, open up. Good. One more time each side. Beautiful. Last time. And rest it down. Beautiful. Make your way up to standing. Be mindful of how you make these transitions. So if you're here on your knees, safe way to do that is to bring one foot forward, use your hands to press against that knee and stand up. So just be aware of how you're getting up and down from the ground today. We're going to do a good amount of that. All right, last thing here, we're going to do 3-way squats to warm up for one of our cardio moves. So start with the feet together, bend into a little squat, seed squat, step to regular squat. You can turn your toes out a little bit if that works for you. Squat here, and then step wider to plie squat, turn the toes out. Squat here. Step in, regular. Step in, seat. Now see if you can lead with the other foot. Regular, plie, regular, seat. One more time. And rest. Good job. All right, beautiful. So we're going to do mini sets today. So each mini set will have 2 to 3 exercises in it. Some of them will be unilateral, some will be bilateral, or some will have 2 parts. We'll do each progressively. So we'll do 3 sets at once of each set of exercises, 3 rounds, and it'll get a little bit longer each time we go. We'll get a little short break in between each exercise and a longer break between rounds. So keep up the best you can. Add weight to anything you feel like you need a little more challenge on, and take it at your own pace to listen to your body. So we're gonna start with a lower body focus, slow booty kicks here, and you can add the arms in if you want to, getting a little bit of chest in there also. So that contraction, expansion, trying to kick your foot up as close to the booty as possible. That's our first move, okay? Our second move, we're gonna do 3-way jump squats. If you don't wanna jump, that's fine. Just do what we did in the warm up and step between each one. So we'll go seed, regular, plie, regular, seed. Using those arms to help throw us up, landing deep in the squat to absorb the impact. All right, or you can just do the stepping like we did in the warm up, changing which foot leads you each time. All right, and our third exercise, we'll do plie squats. The first time we go through, we'll go down to the bottom, lift one, lift the other, and come up. And I'll change that a little bit each round. If you want to add some weight to that, you can hold it right here in the center. Okay? So starting with the slow booty kicks with the arms. Ready? Set yourself up. Take a nice deep breath to prepare. And begin. Good. Keep breathing. Nice. Good. 3, 2, 1. 3-way squats, jumping or stepping. Oh, sorry. Take a little break here. Breathe. I always forget that the first set, but I caught it. So catch your breath for a second and get yourself ready for those 3-way squats. Ready? Here we go and begin. Seed, regular, plie, regular, seed. If you need to not do it the whole time, you can alternate between stepping and jumping. Any combination works, just keep moving. Last time. And rest. Good job, shake it out. Whew, okay. You're feeling that low body after this set. Set up your feet for plie squat. Grab a little weight if you want to, not required. And hold it straight down to the center. Make sure you don't collapse your torso. Ready? Plie squat, lift one, lift the other, extend. Make sure your feet are wide enough that your thighs get almost parallel to the ground at the bottom. Make sure you keep your chest up, back straight. Nice work. Breathe. Last time. And rest. Beautiful job. All right. Set that weight down. We're going to take a little breather here. Get a sip of water. If you've got any questions about any of these, now's the time to ask. We're going to go through that 2 more times. So slow booty kicks with the arms. A little longer this time. Here we go. Really bending that foot up, trying to get it as close to the booty as possible. Nice, breathe. Perfect opportunity for me to try to close the door. Nice, 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome, take a deep breath here. Collect yourself. Get ready, psych yourself up for those 3-way jump squats, or maybe just stepping. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Landing soft. Exhale as you jump. Inhale to prepare for it. Nice. Last time. And rest. Woo, shake that out. Beautiful work, everybody. Looking good. All right, little breather here. We'll set up for those plie squats. This time, we're going to experiment with lifting both at the bottom at the same time before we come up. Ready? Here we go. Down, lift both, set down, come up. If you liked the first variation better, just stick with that. These are just invitations to progress a little bit. You don't have to take them. You can do whatever you want. Nice job, looking good. Keep it up. And last time, rest. Good. Okay, catch your breath, get a little water, recenter. We got one more round of that set. And then we'll move on. You won't have to think about any of those exercises again today. Okay, here we go. Slow booty kicks with the arms and begin. Keep breathing, keep kicking high. Maybe you can get a little more chest and arms into it this time. Almost there. Three, two, one, rest. All right, breathe, great job. We got the three-way jump squats coming up. Prepare yourself. Find that power and explode out of it. Ready? Here we go. Speed, regular, regular, speed. Yes, looking good. Make sure those knees stay tracking right over the toes in all three positions. Yes, good job. Especially if you're stepping, make sure you stay centered to get both feet set before you go down, so you don't end up crooked. Last time. And rest, shake it out. I know those are hard. You did great. You don't have to think about those again. That's the most cardio we'll do today, so don't freak out. Okay. Plie squat with the alternating heel raises. This time, if you want to, you can stay at the bottom, one side, the other side, both. Okay, so kind of combining them. Ready? Or you can stick with either of the other variations. Here we go. Down to the bottom, maybe stay. Really feel those inner thighs working here. Breathe. Almost there. Great job. Keep breathing. Keep your chest up and open. One more. All right. Release. Shake it out. That's our lower body set. Get a little water. Recuperate. And then I'll show you the next set of exercises. I'll demo them, and then we'll get into it. All right, so now we're gonna work on core a little bit for this set. We're gonna do some side plank leg lifts to start. If you need a little padding under your arms, you can take it. You have all of your side plank options here. You can be on your forearm, bottom knee bent, top leg straight, and pushing up into this modified shorter side plank. You can stagger the feet, or you can stack, although staggering really won't make that much of a difference because we're gonna play with lifting that top leg today. Okay, you can also do all of those positions up on your hand. So choose one that feels like a good variation for you. You can also just hang out and lie on the beach and just work on the leg lifts with straight legs if that feels better. So we'll do one side and then the other. And then we'll go into a cross body basket crunch. So you come onto your back. You're gonna interlace your fingers like you're making a little basket here. And you're gonna try to crunch all the way up, catch one knee in the basket. You're twisting toward that knee a little bit. Come back down, take the hands overhead, crunch up, and take the other knee in the basket. Okay, so a full sit up here with a basket catch. If you want to add a little weight to that, you can hold either side of a weight in your hands. Might help you get all the way up if you have a problem with that. You can also tuck your feet under the edge of something if you need a little support to sit up. All right, so we're gonna start with a side plank hold and leg lift. First side, ready, set yourself up. Find the side plank variation that works well for you and roll with that. Here we go. Set it up and lift. As we lift, we're trying to keep a little bit of internal rotation, pointing the toes straight forward. So don't let them point up to the ceiling. We want to work that glute medius by pointing the toes forward. And you can go at your own pace here. You don't have to match my speed. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. We're just going to roll over and switch sides. Take a little bit of a break here. Make sure you do the same variation on both sides. Ready? Set yourself up. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Internal rotation. Keep that bottom hip lifted. Remember, you can also do this just lying down on your side, maybe all the way down on the beach if that feels more accessible for you. Or you can bend that bottom leg and have a little more support in your side plank. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, man, this ghost really wants to work out with us today. All right. Last thing, we're coming onto our backs for the cross body basket sit-up. Okay, interlace your fingers. Take them up overhead. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Try to sit all the way up, catch that knee in the basket and come down. If you can't get all the way up, that's fine. Just reach for one knee at a time, okay? Instead of trying to go all the way around it. Nice. Breathe. Great job. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Sit down, hug your knees to your chest, rock it out for a moment. It's a lot of core from all angles, so enjoy this little rest time. Hydrate. Find a way to shut this door for real here. All right, how are we doing out there? Let me know how you're feeling. Show me your thumbs. Are they up? Are they sideways? Are they down? Awesome. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling. Send me a little message. We're gonna go into that 2 more times. So get set up for the side plank leg lifts. Remember to modify if you need to. If you wanna make this harder, you can add a little weight to your hip. Just holding it there at your hip. Okay, ready? First side. And begin. Here we go. Remember to take a modification that you feel like you can maintain the whole time. It's going to get slightly longer each round, but just by a few seconds. Good. Keep breathing. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And flip over to the other side. Set yourself up. Make sure you're creating a straight line from either your knee to your hip to your elbow or your foot to your hip to your elbow. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Push it up and lift. Great job. Keep breathing. You got this. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Great work. Okay, coming onto your back. Cross-body basket sit-ups. Modify this if you need to. You can add a little weight into your hands if you want to make it harder. Feel that core engage all the way around. Remember, our core is not just these muscles that you can see in the front. It wraps all the way around and we need to use all of it. Ready? Here we go. Sit up, crunch. Getting into those rectus abdominis today, but also a little bit of obliques by adding this little twist to the top. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock it out. All right, quick break here. Get a sip of water. Catch your breath. Right. One more round of this set of exercises, and we'll move on to focus more on the back body for the final set. All right. So last round, side plank leg lifts. Do the best you can to keep working the whole time, but take breaks if you need to. Slow it down if you need to. Ready? And begin. Keeping that internal rotation. Really keeping that hip lifted, using your core. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Beautiful work. Take it over to the other side. Set it up. Find that nice straight line. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift it up and begin. Make sure your legs are staying lined up so you're not lifting forward or back. You're going straight up from where the bottom leg is. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Great job. Those are challenging by that third round. All right. Cross body basket sit-ups on your back. Maybe adding some weight in your hands. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Looking good, everybody. Nice. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Press it down, hug your knees into your chest. Rock it out. All right. Congratulations. We are done with that second set of exercises. We've got one more set to go. Get a little water, wash that off of you, shake it off, whatever you need to do to be ready to move on. We're going to focus a little bit more on the back body, a little bit of glutes, and then a little bit of full back body with some super person position stuff. All right. So we're going to start with something I call the donkey kick complex. If you want a little padding for your knees, feel free to add it. Might feel better. This will be on one knee at a time for a while. So this is a combination of a donkey kick and a fire hydrant, all sort of smoothed out together. You can be down on your forearms here if you have a hard time with your low back hurting. This will be a little more supportive, or you can be up on your hands if that feels okay for you. So we're going to start with a donkey kick. Squaring up, making right angles with the foot, the knee, and between the legs. Then we're gonna open the knee to the side, keeping the foot at knee height, bringing the knee out right to the side into a fire hydrant position. We'll lower it down, and then we'll go back in reverse. So lift to fire hydrant, rotate around nice and slow to donkey kick, lower down. Okay, so we'll just keep going like that. If you mess it up, that's fine. Just keep working between those two positions. So we'll do one side and then the other. And then the final movement, we'll do floor jacks. If you want a little padding under your hips here, you can use it like you did in the first one, just right under the hips. We're gonna do jumping jacks with the arms as we lift everything up on our bellies here. So we'll start with our arms down by the sides, lift up, lifting the legs, squeezing them together, squeezing the shoulder blades together, taking the arms all the way up overhead to touch thumbs at top, and then bringing it down. We'll rest in between on the first set, and we'll make it a little harder as we go. Okay, so starting with the donkey kick complex, set yourself up on hands and knees. Make sure your core is engaged. You're trying not to move the upper body at all. Let the work come from the hips. So first side, ready, here we go. I'll walk you through the first one. Donkey kick, bring the knee out to the side, foot follows it, close from the fire hydrant. Open back up to fire hydrant, go to donkey kick, and bring it down. Back to donkey kick. Fire hydrant, release, fire hydrant, donkey kick, release. Keep going. Take it at your own pace. You want to really feel this in the glute maximus and the glute medius on the outside of the hip. Last time. Good. And release. Find a little child's pose here. Stretch it out. If you're not feeling this, try to go slower and create resistance against your own body. So pretend like you're moving through really thick, heavy air and it's pushing against you. That'll make it a little harder. So here we go on the other side. Ready, and donkey kick. Fire hydrant, open up to the side, release down. Good, fire hydrant, donkey kick, release. Good, keep going. Trying to really control that transition. See if you can really keep that right angle in your legs. Last time. Finish it up and release, find a child's pose. Beautiful work. All right, so we're gonna come into our floor jacks, making your way onto your belly, maybe some padding under your hips if you need it. Squeeze the legs together to start, bring the arms down by your sides. Make sure you keep your gaze at the mat while you do this to keep your head and neck in neutral. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna lift everything up and open. Just keeping the legs squeezing together for this set. Oh, and come down in between every time your arms come to your sides. Give yourself that little break. Good, trying to keep the arms at shoulder height, just like a jumping jack with the arms, or a snow angel, whatever you want to think of it as. Last time, really feeling the whole back body engaged to lift you up and rest it down. Beautiful, bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs side to side. All right, take a little break here, get a little water. If you have questions, let me know. And we'll go through that 2 more times, and then we'll cool it down. How are we doing out there? Everybody okay? Yeah? Awesome. Okay, so going back to our donkey kick complex, you can add a band just above the knees. If you have one, you'll have to move nice and slow so it doesn't ride up on you. But that is another way to make this a little more challenging. Okay, ready? Set yourself up, hands and knees. Engage that core, pack your shoulders, squeeze the glutes to start, and really create that resistance. Here we go. Donkey kick to fire hydrant, release. Fire hydrant to donkey kick, release. Nice work. Keep your gaze on the mat, a foot or so in front of you to keep your head and neck in neutral. Actively pushing through the hands, the arms should be straight. The torso should not really move. Rest it down, find child's pose, stretch. Okay, setting up for the second side. Engage and begin. Good, keep breathing. Good. Beautiful work. Good, and rest it down, find child's pose. Stretch it out. Couple deep breaths here. We're going to take ourselves onto our bellies. This time, if you want to stay up the whole time instead of coming down each time, you can add that in. Ready? Here we go. Lift everything and open the arms and release the arms. Either way, keep your gaze down at your mat. Keep breathing. Last time. And release it down. Make a little pillow for your head with your hands. Bend your knees up and just windshield wiper them side to side. Rocking out that low back. Wonderful. Okay, get a quick sip of water. We got one more set to go. Really see if you can focus this time on creating that resistance on both movements. Make it a little more challenging for yourself. You can add some light weights in your hands on those floor jacks if you want to. Okay, donkey kick complex. Last time. Set it up, engage your core. Ready, and begin. Play around with tempo here. If you want to try and speed it up and see if you feel it more that way, you can do that. Or if you want to really, really slow it down and feel each little articulation, it's a good way to get a different kind of work in there too. Looking good, everybody. Keep it up. Last time. Okay, brief child's pose. Stretch it out. Okay, bring it up. Second side. Here we go. Breathe. Exhale as you're lifting. Inhale as you're lowering. Almost there. Should really be feeling those glutes by now. And finish it out. Rest. Great job, child's pose. Okay, coming on to the belly. This time, if you want to open the legs as you open the arms like you would with the jumping jack, you can add that in. And you can stay up the whole time or you can rest down in between, up to you. Ready? Here we go. Lift everything, open, close. Again, try to create that resistance. Imagine you're flying through really thick, heavy air, and it takes all of your strength to get your arms up above your head, to get your legs to open. 3, use that back body to lift. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release it down. Make that pillow for your head. Windshield wiper the leg. All right, get a sip of water if you need it. We're gonna cool it down. We'll finish here, or we'll start our cool down where we were in our warm up, but with a hold. So now taking it to static stretch, we're gonna lift into the twist from hands and knees, come down and just thread the needle and hold there. Twisting from the core, opening up that back body that we just worked, creating some space between the shoulder blades. Breathe here. Good, and release. Open back up into that twist and set the hand down. Other side, twist, and thread. As soon as you can, start to bring your inhale through your nose instead of your mouth, inviting your nervous system to calm and slow down. And when that feels good, take your exhale through your nose as well. Helping enhance your recovery here. Good, open back up into that twist and release. We're gonna tuck the toes and take it up into a downward dog. Hips reaching toward the sky, heels reaching toward the ground, hands pushing into the ground. Pedal out those feet here for a second. Beautiful. Let's lift the right leg up into the sky. Bend at the knee and open up those hips. If you want to circle the ankle a few times here, you can. Make sure you go both directions. Good. Straighten that leg back out. We're going to step it through to pigeon, putting the knee, the right knee toward the right hand and the left foot toward the left hand. You can modify here by bending that back knee and bringing it in a little closer to the front leg and going into more of a stag. Or you can keep it straight and try to square the hips up and come into your pigeon. Whatever feels good for you there. Try to just breathe into this. Focus on squaring up the hips, maybe coming down to the forearms if you like. All right, if you want to stay here longer, you can. We're just going to go into the second side to finish up. Tuck your toes, come back up into three-legged dog, and release the right foot down. Taking the left foot now up to the side, bending at the knee, opening the hips, circle the ankle if you like. Change direction. Extend the leg and then bring it through to pigeon or stag by bending the back knee up. Relax it down. If that feels good for you, breathe. Try to keep squaring up those hips. Make sure you're not putting too much torque on that front knee. Adjust the angle of your foot if you need to. Beautiful. Release. Come up, tuck the toes, back into three-legged dog. Release the foot down. Slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Find a forward fold for just a second. and slowly roll it up to standing. Roll out those shoulders, give everything a little shake. And we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me.